It's okay. Thank you. Take me home tonight. No. I don't want to know if you're there or not.
No.
Did it come with a straw?
It did, okay.
It did.
Okay, now I'm not upset. Or impartially upset. I'm impartially partial to being upset.
You should be too often.
I am. You're right. I've tried to be more
positive. You know, I've tried to be more humorous today. I don't know if you've
Lies.
Lies?
Lies.
Are you saying
What's
lies?
Like I'm lying to you?
No, like the chips.
Like lies chips?
Yeah.
You mean Lay's?
Lies, yeah.
I'm not getting Lay's.
No?
I'm
I
so
don't like
confused.
Lay's.
I just came back to a conversation and I have zero clue what's going on.
Neither do we.
What's up, YouTube? How's it
That's the
going,
good part.
everybody? Brett, you late.
Yeah. Well.
What's new?
Yeah.
See.
You don't
Words.
expect the lateness by now. That's on you.
I mean, sometimes I juke them.
Yeah.
Fair.
Just a little bit.
Sometimes it's like, oh, we're on time.
Or,
Hey, we're a minute early. Check that. Usually
Or
we're never
we
early.
go into the chat, say hi, and then we never go live.
I've done that.
I'm just wondering, have we ever been early?
No, because we always start exactly when we intend to.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if I have a schedule, I stick to the schedule unless I decide the schedule's stupid and then I don't.
Yeah.
That's how my life works.
And then you remember that it's not.
You know what?
No.
We haven't done this segment in quite some time, but we have something worthwhile to do today.
I disagree.
After we talk about UFD rigs.
So, my friends, especially on YouTube, you already know what UFD rigs is because we
Y'all
put out a
already
video
know.
about it. Y'all already know.
Y'all already know.
So, this week's edition of UFD rigs is AMD Ryzen. If you have an AMD Ryzen system, please take a picture, submit it over on Twitter, hashtag UFD rigs, and include your specs to be judged to win UFD rig of the day, which then puts you in the drawing to win UFD rig of the week. It's the live show. It's the community-driven rig contest because you decide who wins after we pre-select who you vote for. UFD rigged.
Rig.
That's the way it is. So we already have some pretty good submissions, in case you're wondering. We've got this gorgeous one from Deadly Spider with a modded cooler like that. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's
Ryzen.
super cool.
We've got this one from Pac-Man Extreme with a gorgeous white LED system. We got this gorgeous thing, and then we got this gorgeous thing. Does this have Ryzen? It does. 2700X.
It
Then
counts.
we've got this one because he forgot to submit last week and it only has a 4690K. You are disqualified, sir. I hope you feel bad for submitting something that's irrelevant. Then we have...
It's not that it's not nice.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, I mean, Dota is kind of irrelevant. Like, I don't care that they make the most money. They're
Agreed.
not as big as League.
Agreed.
They're just kind of pathetic.
They're both boring.
Yeah, true.
Shame bell.
Yeah, anyways, that's not... I'm not gonna belabor that.
We need a bell.
We do.
We do. Ring my bell. Hashtag UFD rigs.
You're on a weird wavelength today.
Maybe you were just on a non-weird one.
That's fair.
Fair.
You know what today we're gonna do, especially since Rickus isn't here.
Who's Rickus?
Who is Rickus?
Rickus?
Wrong.
Rickus?
Rickus.
Kikicus.
Rickus.
That's the wrong thing. Give me a second. I'm just gonna swap it out. Bam. Easily done. Hardly an inconvenience. We have something to react to today.
Oh.
UFD
Oh.
reacts. All right.
Hello.
Are we ready? Are
No.
we ready for UFD reacts?
Bring it.
No one
Bring
is.
it.
Wait, what is... Oh, okay.
That's the box.
What are we reacting to?
A cardboard box.
They can't hear me, so you have to reiterate my question.
What are we reacting to?
Not like that. Catch.
On wat reageren ons
Yee.
vandaag?
Hello,
Go.
box.
How about that?
Look at
Ah.
how strong Reese is, carrying an entire
Damn,
monitor in
dude.
his hands. This is the MSI Optics
Cool, this must-
MPG 27CQ curved LED gaming monitor.
Damn.
1440p, 144 hertz, 1 millisecond response time, and RGB. It's
Ergobers on a
Where's-
monitor.
Where's the thing I'm looking for, though?
It's an empty box, so it doesn't matter.
Where the heck is the AMD logo?
Huh.
Like, I saw it already. There we go.
Oh.
Woo!
Yes!
Free sync.
Yes!
has FreeSync.
It had to break sometime.
I'm actually
Ah.
surprised it didn't break sooner.
Wow,
Same.
that shattered everywhere.
Yeah.
That is in a million
Holy,
pieces.
press
We'll deal with
F.
that later.
Yeah, we're gonna play like
F for cut feet.
Yeah.
Press F for my broken stony bottle.
Nah, that bottle had to die.
It did?
It did.
Why?
Yeah, it did.
it did.
What's wrong with
It
the
makes an
bottle?
awful sound when you drink.
Yeah.
It
Why?
amplifies it so much.
This
Aw.
makes me sad.
And the worst part is no one got to see it because the camera was covering
Yeah.
it.
No, they both were on.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
worst-
it was blocked.
No, you're right.
I thought you were gonna do it later.
Yeah, well, after seeing how many pieces it actually shattered into,
Yeah, that's like
that's a lot of
that is
That's
more
a
than
lot of
11
damage.
That's a lot. I need flex tape, my friends.
That is more than 11 pieces right there.
Yeah, that's like a form 60.
Why would it be 11 pieces?
Because it's more than that.
I didn't
I'm
drop
not
it.
wrong.
My butt dropped it.
You butt drop?
Yeah, like I backed into it with my booty.
I
Oops.
think that's the dad's move.
A dad's move?
A butt drop.
Yeah, butt drop.
Papa Linus would be proud of
Yeah,
you
see
dropping
what I
stuff.
Oh my.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
I feel like we're going to be playing Find the Glass with our feet for the next
Oh,
week
yeah.
or so.
And I'm the only one.
Yeah, I don't know why you would be barefoot in the office. Pretty sure that's against
Socks
dress code.
count.
Not now.
Not anymore.
Anyways, my friends, submit to UFD Rigs so that we can feature you just like this one from Omer.
Aww.
His CPU is real right there
I vote.
on the cat.
I vote.
There's a
cat.
1700 on that cat right there.
That is the best rig I've seen all day.
Yes, he rigged it so that CPU wouldn't work anymore after being static electricity.
Is that cat 5?
That is Cat 5.
Okay.
I didn't realize you can connect Ethernet directly to the CPU.
Oh, for sure.
Everyone knows this.
Yeah. Actually, you connect. it
So
to
be
the
sure to
cat.
submit your PCs,
That's not
hashtag
bad.
UFD Rigs for
I
the
feel
end of the
Just stop the
stream
button.
so that we can go over that.
I'm not used to sitting.
I'm like
here.
dropping that broom all over the place. Anyways,
So like to talk to you guys, I'm doing
Yeah,
This.
yeah. Noticed.
when I'm sitting there, it's just like I'm looking in one direction and see all of you.
you
just
would
don't
look
need
in one
to look at me.
direction.
I will
Honestly.
just ignore Tank.
Just,
Okay.
just speak. I'll figure it out.
I can see you on the monitor there. That's all I need.
All right, my friends. You know what today is time for? It's time to delete me, and you guys can vote for what we're going to talk about in Hot News Live. That's a lot of topics.
Goodbye,
That's
Brad.
a lot.
That's too many topics. Oof.
That was a lot of stuff.
Let me remove like one or two.
A
so
lot
that
of
it actually
cheese.
fits on the freaking screen. There we go. Now vote for UFD Rig or Hot News Live.
UFD hot news.
I don't know, man. I'm trying my best here.
UFD Hot Rigs.
I only got what I got.
How's it, guys? What's up?
Vote for who you want to win. Hot News
Read
Live.
that.
You can vote for 5 different topics. Let's delete Tank so that we keep the chat.
Reese is already back at UFD HQ. Fast travel is real. Ah, the magic of planes.
My heart is still freaking out.
I
about
know,
that bottle.
same.
I
like-
thought it was one of the monitors, and there was just.
I just heard something crash
Ooh.
and like shatter into 1,000 pieces.
People.
Yeah, 1,000 people.
I knew what was happening as soon as my butt touched it. I was like,
Mm.
ah, no. Ah, dang.
I'm honestly glad that's all it was.
Same.
What's the next ridiculous bottle gonna be, though?
Probably Coke.
No.
Yeah.
No. It has to be ridiculous.
A boot.
Where are you on, Abu?
That was bad. I'm not Canadian. How dare you?
You aren't?
You evil turd.
I'm pretty sure he is just like.
Oh, yeah.
We should do a
He's
DNA
secret
test.
Canadian so hard.
And you'll find out I'm 0% Canadian.
You know how much hair you missed back there?
Yeah.
Hair?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
You missed like patches.
I see it.
I can't see nothing.
That's why we have mirrors, Reese.
But
Mirrors.
The mirrors. You had mirrors?
Mirrors.
You had mirrors.
mirrors aren't real. It's just an illusion.
Okay, Reese, walk us through the topics for Hot News Live.
He knows nothing about them.
Agreed.
Okay, walk us through.
All right. Looks like Principal Technologies updates their 2700X testing, which it took them a while.
Hey, we're not discussing the
I-
topics.
no. I'm
You're
just like-
informing
Just
people.
read them. Just read them.
PS4 crashes from chat messages. Ooh. Aladdin trailer. 10% off of
I
NVIDIA
want
and
to see
AMD
the Aladdin
GPUs.
trailer. I didn't watch it so that we could watch it together.
No.
Nah.
Yes, I did.
Pass.
i5 9600K overclocking on air.
What's up to Cypher Music?
GPU-Z alerts about fake GPUs. Ooh.
Ooh.
Mood landing was faked.
I have evidence.
The mood landing.
Mood landing.
Mood landing. Dang it, the moon landing was faked. Vote for the moon landing.
I'm voting for mood landing.
The RTX 2070 benchmarked 5th century vampire child.
Why is that a thing?
That's not a typo.
Samsung foldable phone, also a tablet, and new AMD GPUs in November.
Wait, did I delete the 10% GPU stuff?
Yes. No, it's number 4.
No, yeah, number 4.
Already read that.
10% off NVIDIA and AMD GPUs.
You were cleaning your message.
He was attending to the death of a loved one.
Aw. They didn't have a name. Stony.
Squeeby. Squeeby
No,
Stones.
you killed Sweet before that.
I've killed everything in this office that once loved me.
That's why we're still alive.
Oh.
Yes, that was the joke, Reese.
Oh, okay.
There's no burn. I set myself up.
It's funnier when you say it. Only votes on Twitch count? Yeah.
Yep.
You can vote on YouTube, it's just not going to count.
You just tap the number, it does the thing, and the magic behind the scenes, and then your vote pops up.
That is
And gets
true.
Alright, I'm sad.
You should be.
I'm sad.
Anyone check for cuts? Sometimes you don't notice and then you bleed out.
Oh no!
It happens.
So the mood landing being faked is clearly not number one in people's hearts. Or number 2, rather, because
Number
new
2.
AMDs and GPUs.
It is number 2. Jeez. The mood landing.
Does nobody care about Principal Technology updating their 2700X testing?
No.
No.
It's
Like-
dead horse at this point.
It is?
Yeah.
But they fixed it.
Yeah, they fixed it and Intel responded in a very Intel way.
How did they respond?
They were just like, well, yeah, but it's still the best gaming CPU. Like, that's not the point. You completely missed the point.
You? The point.
That's a lot of fries.
Should I use a bonus vote on Vampire Child? I never thought that bonus vote could be used for Hot News Live. I felt like the stakes were too small. But that's totally fine, I guess.
How much is the bonus one again? 10,000?
10,000 points.
That seems a little steep.
I mean, how many points? Oh, he's got like 40k points.
Yeah, it's still steep. I mean, I've got 20.
Check them points, flexing on everyone.
That used to me.
Oh.
I have ordered MSI Gaming Z2070
Ooh.
and want some more news about it. Huh.
Fair.
I haven't voted yet.
I did.
How dare.
Easily.
There were
I said how dare.
Easily.
some strange topics.
Oh
in
yeah,
today's hot
the
news.
2070 looks good. I really like it.
I'm voting for the Aladdin trailer like 5 times because I want to watch that.
You can't vote more than once.
I can.
No,
I'm
you
going
can't.
to.
You can't do that.
I can.
This isn't UFD rig.
This is my rig.
Stop wasting fries.
I eat them after I drop them.
Don't disrespect the fries.
Drop them on the floor so you can get some glass too.
Yo.
That came out way harsher than I thought. it would.
Yeah. Crunchy.
Yo, what is that 10% off about? Maybe you should vote for it so we can talk about it.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint. Oh, I voted for it. Maybe we can talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about the Vampire Child?
That makes me sad. I want to know more about the vampire child.
Yeah. No one cares about overclocking. Shocker.
Nobody cares about the 9600K. Because you know what it is?
Yeah.
An 8600K.
Is it?
Yes.
You can't talk about it. You have to see it first.
I haven't signed anything.
No. It's not one of the topics you can't talk about.
I can.
You can't just change the rules.
I mean,
Never mind.
It's quite sad the Aladdin trailer has more votes than the 9600K. One's actually interesting, the other's not.
fair.
Yeah, Aladdin is boring.
Oh, we got somebody stealing the elections with the vote.
Oh.
Why?
Which one?
Why?
Wait, which one are you voting for?
Vampire Child, please.
Vampire Child. That puts it solidly in second place.
Wow.
Fair.
These
better
fries
be
suck
worth
today.
it.
Are they a little eh?
Yeah.
Let me try one.
I probably shouldn't eat the fries off the floor.
That
Get the glass.
Do you know how hard these are?
actually is very crunchy
Oh, no.
sounding.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Oh, no, no,
Rockomamas,
no.
you screwed up.
What the heck?
Yeah.
That ain't right.
That's not
Bad
right.
Fries.
You should complain.
Those are sad fries.
I mean, they're still good. They're just not as good.
The spice is good.
Mm. I want that spice.
I love how everybody wants me to talk about how the moon landing was faked. That's
The
lovely.
mood landing.
Mm.
I think everyone just wants to find out what mood landing is.
They're gonna be sorely disappointed when I'm talking about the moon.
I feel like we're going to be disappointed by Vampire Child. I feel you're clickbaiting us.
I am clickbaiting Vampire Child.
Is it just the blood who accidentally got a drop of blood in his mouth? A child?
Just the blood who got it.
Yeah, the blood is
in his
remaining
mouth.
after 1500 years.
I know. I tried to fix it, but it didn't work.
Did they find a child skeleton with like really pointy fangs?
Oh my gosh, I can't eat these. They're too crunchy.
Boy, you leave it right there.
These
What do you mean they're too crunchy?
They're too crunchy.
That's
They're
just
not
weird.
good. These are bad fries.
They're extremely bad for Rockomamas, but they're still decent fries.
No, they're highly disappointing. I don't want to chew my fries.
I don't like this, but I'm still eating it anyway.
I like,
What would you rather do?
if I can't break the fry apart with my tongue, it's a bad fry.
What is wrong with you?
It means it's not warm enough and it's not soft enough.
Disagree.
Oh! Johnny says we have too many choices. Why? What's wrong with 11?
Wait. Reese, I will smack you.
I never get to high five you, so I don't think about it.
Smack it, bro. I think people are being too hard on Principal Technologies. It seems like they just lacked
No.
competence.
No.
That's the whole point. That's why we're hard on them, because they were chosen as reviewers who got to release reviews before the NDA. But mind you, like well before anybody else can even touch these things.
And yeah.
And they whiffed it so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these.
I don't think it was maliciously done. I think they are incompetent, but that's a problem if Intel's cherry picking them for the reviews.
I think
Yeah.
they screwed up more than from just incompetence. I feel like they were very cherry picking the results.
Yes,
Mm.
and then they feigned incompetence.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of get that vibe as well.
Oh yeah.
And there's probably a reason why Intel wanted to go with him. Oh, granted, AMD has used them in the past as well.
Mm.
It's not trying to be an AMD Intel thing. It's just that firm,
Mm.
they shouldn't have been the ones
No
to
way.
do that.
Alex Despacito asks, can we watch Bitwits making fun of PT video?
No,
It's not Bitwits video though. It's Lyle's video.
Lyle's part of Bitwit though.
It's part of the Bitwit network, but it's not Bitwits video. It's Lyle's video.
Kyle isn't Bitwit. Kyle's Kyle.
Did you guys get Rock'em because Rickus isn't here?
No,
No, just one person did, and then he didn't like the fries.
the fries suck. Those are bad fries.
I agree.
Honestly, these.
I agree.
Those are bad fries.
They do suck. The spice is still good, but they're bad fries.
I wonder how they screwed up.
I don't know.
It feels like they just tossed in old fries and fried them again.
Yep, that's what it feels like.
I will say, the Rock'em I went to last night at Gateway, best Rockers I've been to.
Really?
Hands down.
What was so good?
Everything.
Everything.
Food was great, atmosphere was great, like the staff there were just like super friendly, super jovial, like
Okay.
it was a very good vibe, just like
But
overall.
I kind of get that at all the Rockabilly stuff.
Same, but this one stepped it up a notch and like everywhere. So good.
So I looked up moon landing and moon landing fakes. Didn't find anything about that. Does that topic even exist? Yes, it does. Fake moon landing is a real topic.
Mood landing.
Moon.
The D is pronounced like an N.
Oh geez, son of a bitch.
What's that?
Bad fries are right up there with unpleasant, on the unpleasant scale, with chewing glass and walking on hot coals. Dang, dude.
I've walked on a hot coal before. I can agree.
No way. I've walked on hot coals before too. This is not that bad.
Pretty bad. See, Ash agrees with me.
What's Ashley agreeing with you about?
Best rockers in KZN.
The one at
I
Gateway?
didn't disagree
Yeah.
with that.
What do you disagree with, Nick?
Nothing really. Just saying most guacamoles are good. Except these fries, son.
They're making me sad.
Yeah, these are sad fries.
Sad fries.
They should add that to the menu.
You want some reused, reheated fries?
I'm sure someone somewhere will eat these fries and be like, oh, this is the most delicious thing I've ever had. And that makes me sad.
Why are you sad?
Is this the mystery lunch? Did you just get really bad fries?
Yes, I specifically told them to give me your oldest fries that you have. Like, if it's from this morning, please. If it's from yesterday, even better.
Mm. That's the only way this makes sense.
This is mystery lunch.
Ah, you guys just got
Mystery lunch! We got mystery lunch!
Surprise mystery lunch.
surprise mystery lunch.
I didn't know sad fries were a thing.
I do now know that they're a thing.
I love how it's just like,
What?
Yeah,
It
you
changed
didn't
the
say
sound.
anything substantial there.
because you changed it soon after.
You're not even making sense right now.
The camera angle was
It's
just
the
like,
fries.
Yeah, that's
it is the fries.
You got some schmutz on your face.
I know, I'm wiping. I know how to wipe.
I'm glad you learned that important skill.
Thank you. I did it for you, Dad.
Get 5 guys in SA.
No. Five Guys isn't even that good.
What is it?
It's Burger Joy. It's alright. I had a free gift card there, and that's the only time I've ever eaten there. And even then, I was just like, yeah, probably could have gone somewhere else. It's not bad. It's just like, eh.
So you get 3 votes for 3 different topics.
Yeah.
You can't vote multiple times for the same
No,
topic.
no.
Correct.
Only bread
So-
can do that.
No, I can't. I can't even do that.
3 votes, 3 different topics. You sorted.
I have had Whataburger. It's also meh. The best is White Castle. Let's just...
White Castle, really?
White Castle, yeah.
Harold and Kumar made me crave that so hard, and I've never had it.
Dude, it is legit. Like, that's why that movie exists, because it is actually good. It's not just like, haha, they're making fun of bad burgers.
Next time you go to America, could you bring some back?
No. You can come with. They don't keep well. That is like,
Really?
you have to have them hot.
I feel that's kind of true with old burgers, though.
Fair.
White Castle is only fit for throwing between cars on a highway.
Whoa.
I will eat them off the highway every day.
Try the filthy mustache.
We don't read things like that, Reese.
What?
That sounds like an Urban Dictionary thing.
I'm good.
Fair.
That's not.
That's a bit rough. You can feed it to raccoons too. I bet a raccoon that has eaten White Castle would also taste delicious.
Trash panda.
A trash panda with some White Castle in it? Mm. That's a delicacy from my part of the world.
I just had a news article pop up in my head. It's like Florida man eats raccoon.
Okay, so number 1 and tied number 1 are the moon landing being faked. Then we have the 5th century vampire child also being there, the 2070 being benchmarked, and 10% off of NVIDIA and AMD GPUs. Are the news bits that you guys want to talk about today,
There's one more.
which we will do that. However, we're going to do that after I finish off UFD Reacts. Because I got bamboozled by my booty. To actually...
Did you just give up then?
Yeah, no, I give up. So let's get back to UFD Reacts. I'm not changing the scene. I don't want that kind of pressure in my life. So we have this
Strong man.
1440p, 144 hertz, 1 millisecond RGB monitor from MSI, FreeSync as well.
Ow.
Meow. Hey, her.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Why can't I see all the chat messages? Because it's probably in Twitch.
And here it is.
Heck yeah.
27 inches curved. Look at that curve.
That's nice.
Look at that curve. Hopefully it doesn't break if I shake it.
Haven't you broken one already?
Hey, if they have terrible construction quality, it's not my fault.
What, the people who make Sony
Oh,
beer?
bam.
Yes.
Fair.
How dare they? Not make it like real
That
beer.
stand is massive.
The stand
It
is
is.
huge.
It
That
is.
is
Unfortunately big.
unnecessarily massive.
Yeah, like this brushed right here is nice. The
Yeah.
glossy plastic's stupid, but overall a solid monitor. We have to find out how to fit it because this stand is just.
That's not going to work anywhere.
I'll figure it out.
We'll make it work.
I'll make
Yeah.
it work.
Probably in the corner there.
I'll put you in the corner.
Please do.
Or
Nobody
I'll
puts
order a
Tank
blue
in the
one
I like
corner.
corners.
instead of this monstrosity. So that's going over here.
Massive.
I want it.
Tank has like been drooling ever since I came in.
I'm drilling because the Dell one as well. I just want a 1440p 144.
Is that all it takes?
What happened to hair? Things.
What?
Stuff.
Yes.
I don't even know what that means.
Hair is Rick's. Because it's definitely not Reese.
Oh, he disappeared.
Yeah.
We don't talk about it.
Ooh.
No, there's nothing spooky about it.
It's
Spooky?
Spooktober.
We're not talking about it.
Spooktober?
I'll make your life spooky if you keep trying to talk about it.
Just mute the mic if you want to say something.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. You're gonna get what Rick is getting. It was not muted when that happened, Reese.
That was the point.
That was weird. Okay, well, let's go ahead and move on into Hot News Live. I think that's the appropriate time of day. Right? Let's talk about the moon landing being faked.
Hot news.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Clickbaited. NVIDIA RTX powers Apollo 11 moon landing demo. So, NVIDIA actually did fake the moon landing
I knew it.
with ray tracing.
I knew it.
It was totally fake. Let's go ahead and watch the video. Fake moon
Friggin-
landing.
We got bamboozled.
Man buys
Nobody bamboozled nobody. All right,
Bamboozled.
it's clickbait. That's all it is. It's just clickbait. Leave it. Okay, I just need to. There we go. Set.
You friggin' Canadians with your fake.
Look at that. Look at the guy in the background. This doesn't even look real. Moon landing was clearly fake. Look at that.
It looks good.
That does not look good at
Yes, it
all.
does.
That looks so fake.
You-
Like, for as much as ray tracing is supposed to be the future,
It looks good. What are you talking about?
It really doesn't though.
Maybe it's just because it's not on my face? Okay, yeah, never mind.
Looks
Yeah.
good from a distance.
HFFA.
Yeah, we have this saying in Afrikaans, like, where it looks good from afar,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
looks far from good.
Ah.
You're welcome.
Look at that guy not even moving. The light looks so bad.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
looks terrible.
bad.
Yeah.
Not
Not
like
a,
it looks good, but also bad.
Your dad play says my mood landed on bleh. That's a fake. That was extremely underwhelming. Holy
Good
cow, yeah, that was
baby.
terrible. I don't know why I hit F1. My
it's on
bad.
the internet. Must be real.
Yeah. That was rough, actually. I didn't expect it to be so bad. I
That
haven't
was-
even
that
looked
was
at this.
pretty
It's not
bad.
that bad. It's
It
just
is
bad.
Yeah,
that
it is
bad.
that bad.
What was the intent of the video?
To show off ray tracing.
Okay, so not to make it look real.
You
But
kind of
that's
have
kind of what
to,
like
though.
ray tracing is
I-
supposed to do.
I
Like-
like the realistic reflections and shadows. But the
Sure,
whole thing just
but the
looks
Star
like a
Wars
game.
demo looks real.
No, it doesn't.
The Star Wars demo
Looks
looks
better
like
than
it
this.
looks more like Star Wars than this looked like
Sure.
anything.
But Star Wars one wasn't really supposed to look like whole new thing. Like the Star Wars one made sense. This one just doesn't.
I think you're just finding excuses to defend them here.
Yeah, I'm super chilly.
I know. I know. That's why I hired you.
It looks bad.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Star Wars demo definitely looks better than that for sure.
The best demo so far that I've seen was literally Metro, and it used almost no ray tracing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was the
Metro
best ever, and it didn't use it.
Didn't use any ray tracing.
It did, but
just minor. Okay.
Super minor. They
Well,
did
the
it
on and
well.
off between ray tracing and not with the like demo reel that they showed was like super obvious as
Yeah.
far as like the let's see, Metro Exodus.
but I also feel like it hasn't been properly optimized yet.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Like-
matter. It's still not great.
It's not.
What's the dislike on that?
On this,
Yeah.
9.4 to 1.4, so pretty high. Dislike.
Dang.
RTX on.
What is this? I can't remember this.
This is the RTX on versus RTX off.
Is this? Oh.
This is the actual gameplay one. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
the
But
game
it's
doesn't
everything,
look like,
everything they've shown is so slow because it has to be.
yeah.
Like no one's gonna play like they're doing right now, and I get it, but
Yeah, RTX off, RTX on. I actually kind of liked like this
Yeah,
looks
same.
fine.
Yeah.
This looks fine.
I kind of prefer the RTX
I don't like that.
off. Like
yeah.
the RTX on in these examples make it look like
the only thing
It's
that-
like desaturated, but also brightness is
Yeah.
turned up.
yeah.
the only way it popped for me was indoors.
It reminds
There-
me.
Yeah.
There were rays
Yeah.
coming through.
But
and
then there's
shadows.
like actual darkness, which isn't good for a game, really. Like you still,
It actually.
it depends on the
demo
game.
I saw, like it kind of reflected the light that was coming in
Yeah.
to the roof, whereas before that they wouldn't do that. Like light interacts with the floor and shoots up as well.
Like RTX off looks perfectly fine for me.
It does.
Same.
I kind of prefer it on indoors.
I prefer
Like,
it
this
on
is okay.
indoors and off. Like
Yeah.
But it almost, oh man, it's just not worth the performance hit.
it's not. It's not.
You see how fast it's moving there? It's close to 16.
Oh. Yeah.
That was
And it drops
hard.
to like hard 30.
That was a hard drop. Yeah.
It hurts to see that.
Uh-huh.
Like they
Look
have to
at
move
that.
slow, or else there's gonna be terrible tearing, and like
Yeah.
it's gonna look so bad.
Oh yeah.
So they have to do these slow pannings and transitions, because otherwise it just will demonstrate just how low the frame rate actually is.
I mean, it's like it's already pretty obvious they're trying to minimize that.
Yeah. But they're failing. 'cause
I would
they-
say this looks better than the fake moon landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
does.
There is that.
I think the game trailer by itself was way more exciting than any of this.
Like that. That looks good. Like how it actually, shuts down the light basically like that.
Yeah.
It looks good. It seems great.
But it's not there yet.
Yeah, the
It's just not
performance
there.
hit's
Yeah.
just not
Like
worth
it had to look phenomenal for it to be worth the performance hit, and it really, really
Not just the
doesn't.
performance hit, but also the price difference to
Yeah.
even be
Yeah.
able to use it. Like, not only are you suffering from a loss of FPS, you're suffering from a loss of cash too.
And what worries me is that we're gonna get the 1070 with
2070.
2070 with so many fewer RT cores. That
It's
what is
gonna
this
hurt.
gonna?
It's not even gonna be playable.
What's it gonna look like?
Console.
Like it's gonna look the same as with it off, or just like worse.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good. Like I really like it indoors.
But with
The-
it off, it's fine.
It's fine
It's
without
fine.
with off.
Like, you can tell me that, it's more technically complicated. One has global illumination, the other one doesn't. One has crepuscular rays, and the other one. It's like, okay,
It's fine. I do prefer on indoors.
that's fair. You can prefer it, but
It's
is there
not worth
really
it.
that big of a difference?
No.
No.
It's not even close.
And
to
it's
it.
not even gonna be like a game-changing difference. You're not even gonna notice it like when you're actually playing the game and trying to focus on the storyline and whatever.
Yep.
You're not gonna be like examining every little ray that's coming in.
To be fair, that's kind of what you say about like improved graphics in general.
Yeah.
Like you don't really notice the difference between medium and high settings unless you look for it.
Sure.
But medium and high settings have so much less of an impact than these do.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've beaten that child further than we should have.
Child.
With
You can't just talk about beating
dead
someone.
horse child. Does that make it better?
Kind of, actually.
we beat the dead fool. It's okay. It's enough. All right, we're done with you, Metro. There we go. Now, 5th century child skeleton shows evidence of a vampire burial from Ars Technica. So the vampire of Lugnano had a rock in its mouth to keep it from rising from the grave.
Is it gonna chew itself out?
It looks like the teeth were removed too.
It had
Yeah.
a rock, so it wouldn't come out of the grave.
That was
Was
the
it gonna
thing.
dig like?
I think that's how vampires work, yes,
That was
technically.
yeah. That was a
Their
thing back
mouths
in the
can
day.
animate while they're dead.
Sure.
Haven't you seen What We Do in the Shadows?
Yes.
What happens to that one dead vampire?
Which one?
The one that died.
Oh, nothing.
No, after credits. His mouth starts moving.
Really? Oh yeah. I remember. We got super hype about that.
Yeah. It's so cool, especially since they're doing that sequel with the
Yeah.
cops.
I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
Wasn't the sequel supposed to be a series?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna
yeah.
be so cool.
And it has that one Wallaby dude.
I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
I can't remember the actual name.
All right.
Wallaby dude.
So archaeologists have discovered. Oh, Johnny with the no.
Woo!
Archaeologists have discovered the skeleton of a 10-year-old child at an ancient Roman site in Italy with a rock carefully placed in its mouth. This suggests those who buried the child, who probably died of malaria during a deadly 5th century outbreak, feared it might rise from the dead and spread the disease to those who survived. Locals are calling it the vampire of Lugnano. This is a very
Lugnano.
unusual mortuary treatment that you see in various forms of different cultures, especially in the Roman world. He said that it could indicate a fear that this person might come back from the dead and try to spread the disease from the living. How that works, I'm not sure. Based on the open position of the child's jaw, they conclude that the rock had been placed there intentionally, since this would not have happened as the body decomposed. There were also teeth marks on the stone surface. Oof. That's rough.
That is kind of rough. Dang.
Eh.
I think it's just because you're so far removed from it. Like,
Right.
if my son, had his teeth pulled and then a rock stuffed in his mouth and then buried,
Is he a vampire though?
I don't think it would matter to me.
So you'd keep the vampire kid?
Yes, I would keep a vampire child.
I would too, but not like because of any familial thing, just because it's cool. Like, who doesn't want a vampire kid?
Fair.
Have you watched The Little Vampire?
I don't want a vampire kid.
Cute.
I'm just saying I wouldn't get rid of my child if he was a vampire.
Would you feed him?
I would feed him.
Would you feed him your own blood or someone else's blood?
Cow's blood. How is this hard to figure out?
It depends on the kind of vampire, because some can't do that.
Well, then I'll get a
Are we
chimp.
going into vampire lore right now?
A chimp should be fine, right? We're close enough to chimpanzees
then,
that should
then
work.
a pig should be fine as well.
Yeah, dead pig.
But it should be no animals or some that kind of can do the animal thing. Like, you have to choose which vampire.
Which I have to choose which type of vampire my child is.
So you choose the
They
one
don't
with the-
dictate what they are themselves. I have to
No,
figure that
yes.
out. Well, then it would be the vegetarian kind.
Drink the blood of the vegetables.
How's that coconut blood, boy?
So you just have a juice vampire.
Yeah. So basically, he's just vegan
Yeah, I was
games
about to
on
say.
YouTube. That's it. I'm pretty sure all vegans are vampires. That's how it works, right? No? Okay, moving on. There's that.
Tank, aka Tank Helsing.
That's why he's asking all the questions, to figure out what my weakness is.
Yes.
So which type of vampire do you have? Is it the vegetarian kind? Because if it's the vegetarian kind, they're probably allergic to nuts.
Ooh.
Since nuts don't have blood. Besides coconuts, but those aren't really nuts. Alright, moving on to the next one. AMD 12 nanometer Polaris coming in November, supposedly, according to this one by Fudzilla. I think they might be just spreading some FUD, fear, uncertainty, and douche.
Douche.
That wasn't a real word, but it sounded like that. Like my
Fear,
mouth.
uncertainty, and douche.
Skadoosh. Anyways, bringing 10 to 15% improvement supposedly is what's going to be happening. They're having a slight refresh. So basically what they show is the 500X series, which already exists as an OEM refresh. That happened earlier this year, and I complained the crap out of that. Like, I was super upset about this.
Yeah.
Because the X makes it seem like it's higher end when it's
Which
exactly the same.
Yeah.
So the idea would be that it's likely going to be called the 600 series,
and it would be called Polaris 30, which would allow us to have a 670 and a 680, hopefully at the same price or slightly cheaper.
Oh, yeah.
And if it's at the same price and you get a 15% performance increase, that is actually a lot better than what NVIDIA just did, because they gave us a 30% performance increase at a 70% price increase.
It's
So
insane.
net, we went backwards in total performance per dollar with NVIDIA, whereas with AMD, we would actually be on a positive trajectory, even if they keep it at the same price.
I'm actually.
To what extent do you think NVIDIA is pricing them that high so they can get rid of 10 series? 'Cause I've heard that as an argument.
Probably
before.
100%.
Really?
Oh yeah, I think that they
It was
were
too
not.
much stock?
They're not stupid enough to do that as a general reasoning that they believe their cards are worth that much.
Okay.
There's no way they're that dumb, and there's no way that they didn't see the complaining coming in.
So you figure that once the 10 series is like out, they'll just drop the price significantly?
I think no. I think personally, what I anticipate happening here is that the RTX 20 series will be the shortest-lived NVIDIA generation in modern history.
Really?
I think they're just going to upgrade to 7 nanometers next year. And that's based on what
Fair.
I would expect, as well as kind of what I've heard in the pipeline.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because they're not done with 7 nanometers, but AMD is going to be done before them. But from what I've heard, they don't care about AMD right now, because AMD just doesn't have the tech to keep up.
Yeah.
They're concerned about a certain blue team.
Okay.
Like they're actually
interesting.
dreading having to fight that fight, because
the blue team can't do even
Battle of
10
the
nanometers.
the GPU division is going to be something totally different.
Good.
So from what I've been hearing in the pipeline is that blue team is really going to shake up the market to the extent that Ryzen shook up this CPU market.
Ooh. Hello. All right, I'm down for that.
Would the 600 series be on par with the RTX? I highly doubt it. I would say that the 680 would probably fall closer to a 1070, but not be a 1070.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay
Like,
with
I'm
it.
okay
For
with that, as long as it's the same
$220,
price, yeah.
for $220, and you're getting 1070-esque performance, totally fine.
Yeah.
Because then that can run a 1440p 60 hertz monitor FreeSync, no problem. Which is something, or a 1080p 144 hertz FreeSync monitor, no problem. Which is something we don't really have right now as a good, because either you're spending $200 or you're spending $500 to get. Like, you have to spend $500 to get good performance for your FreeSync monitor.
That's true.
Whereas if the RX 680 is 15% faster at $200, you can spend the same price, and then you can actually power your FreeSync monitor, since a lot of people actually do want adaptive sync, but they don't want to spend the... Because if you're spending $200 extra on a graphics card to get the adaptive sync, why wouldn't you just spend $200 extra on the monitor with G-Sync?
Exactly.
So
No,
there's
makes
that.
sense.
I'm actually pretty excited to see what that comes.
I want
through
to see
now.
what Intel comes up with.
Yeah.
That's
gonna be
2020.
fun.
So we're still another 14 months away.
I'm okay with that.
But 14 months, when you put it like that, actually, like
It
2020
sounds
seems
super
far off because we're in 2018.
Uh-huh.
14 months, if they launch CES 2020, that's like in no time. That's like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And it's possible that Intel could have 7 nanometers at launch, especially if they partner with TSMC for
I
their
think
GPUs.
they have to.
I think they would
If
do that
AMD
because
and
that would be.
NVIDIA go 7 nanometers,
Yeah.
like they'll be out of date as soon as they're out of the gate.
Okay, let's take a poll about this. I want to know what you guys think about potentially what's happening there. Do you think Intel will have a strong showing in the gaming GPU market? That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And it's been confirmed by Intel themselves directly that they are launching gaming GPUs. That's a fact. They are launching a gaming GPU. Intel Gaming tweeted out the teaser. Gaming GPUs are coming. Do you guys think Intel's actually going to be shaking up the market? I want to hear what you all, your opinion.
I'm gonna
I
hold
want
on.
to know that they. I want to hope that they can,
Yeah.
but part of me is also saying,
Part of me is
They
super
sh-
skeptical
yeah,
because Intel has not really done anything in the CPU market. But if you think about the advancements Intel's making other places,
ways?
like their Xeon market has been insanely dominant.
Yeah.
Like they've done really well. Obviously, Epic's coming in and doing things a little differently, but Intel's
Sure.
still actually really competitive there. Their drone market's really good. They're struggling with 5G LTE stuff, but they're doing well in Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
They like the investments that they've made have seemed to have paid off. And let's not forget that they've hired a lot of who AMD had
Yeah.
on the GPU side to actually.
And to me, it's also like they have a ton of cash that they could actually pump into this.
Yes.
Whereas I think AMD doesn't have quite as much.
I'm
to go
pretty
into
sure,
the GPU
yeah,
division.
like NVIDIA's R&D budget is more than AMD makes.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Intel is really close to that as well. I don't think they would spend that on GPUs right up front, but I also don't think that they won't be able to enter with something that's actually competitive.
Yeah.
I think it would still be more than what AMD can bring to the table.
Oh, for sure. No,
So-
basically AMD is no longer a player in the desktop GPU market.
Yeah.
From
That's
what I
it's
gather.
looking like.
Like they have nothing to offer, so they're going with consoles because they have those contracts locked down. So if they provide something good with Navi for consoles that gives us, let's say Navi on a console gives you 1070, 1080 level performance for a $500 console.
Yeah.
That would
That's
be
good.
Nice. That would be really
That's really
nice.
good.
That's
Like,
what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Like right now we're at ARX 580 levels on consoles.
Yeah.
If we can get closer to Vega 56 or 64 on consoles, that'll be really good for
Yeah,
future performance.
definitely.
Or it might be something that's even better than that. It's possible. It's possible. I don't have my cup anymore. I'm super bleak about that. That bugs me. I need to get a new cup.
Use a dishwashing soap container.
You want me to dishwash soap? What?
Just drink out of the dishwashing thing.
What's
Why
that?
would I wash dishwashing soap?
What's that cleaning spray?
Windex?
Oh,
yeah.
bits?
And then you can just
How many bits?
bits,
200
bits.
bits.
Oh
200
yeah.
bits. Top of the leaderboard.
Pow.
Fury Go coming in number one with bits.
Ah.
Yeah.
My hand is
Hasta
dead.
Gola.
Rickus hits harder than both of you.
I don't hit hard. I hit effective. What's up, Ulti? How you doing, my friend?
What's up, Ulti?
How do you get the hot seat command to work? You do #redeem hot seat.
Yes.
Then you say the person in a separate post.
Yes, because otherwise it doesn't work. So it's actually nearly a 50-50 split about people who think Intel will have a strong showing in the gaming GPU market. And by strong showing, I don't mean that they're going to compete with, let's say, a 2080 Ti or a 3080 Ti, whatever they're going to call it next. I mean that they're going to give us performance at a price that is really good.
I hope so.
And it could be that they give us 2080 Ti level performance at, let's say, $500. That would be fantastic. But then if they give us 2070 level performance at $150, that shakes up the market considerably.
I'm just kind of skeptical because I think Intel has a history of pricing things way over the top.
Yeah.
They have a history of being the market leader, and this would be the first time in a really long time that they'd be an underdog.
Yeah, but
Which they're not in the CPU market. Currently,
Yeah.
they're not an underdog in the CPU market. They still have the
Yeah.
fastest product out. It's
Agreed.
fact. Like the 8700K stomps the floor at the 2700X.
Yeah, any
Stomps.
day.
Like 10%. That's good. The 9900K will also be really good.
See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
So that's good. Intel doesn't have the drive to innovate on CPUs right now. They realize that they're going to need to, which is why they're on the hiring spree.
Sure.
It's why they hired Jim Keller. It's why they're hiring all of these people to help take over. So they recognize that's coming in the future. With the GPU market, they don't even know what they're doing in the first place. They don't know how to even compete there. So they have to come at it from a fresh perspective. I'm fairly confident that Intel GPU is going to be something different than CPU. It's almost, to my mind, it's going to be like two different companies.
I
Kind of
really
like
hope
AMD
so.
is right now.
Yeah. I really, really hope so.
Yeah, same. I feel like if they come out, swinging, just like straight out the gates, and for a decent price point,
Oh, yeah.
that's gonna make a lot of people happy.
What's up, Pac?
What's up, Pac?
How's it going?
I feel like that's what the market needs. We need that competition. We need.
Yeah, the competition between two companies isn't enough, apparently.
200 more bits!
Woo! Bitch! She's just trying to...
You try to
You
steal.
don't even get one for that. You did nothing. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm happy with myself. Yeah, it's basically still roughly half and half, almost. That's cool, though. So let's move on to a topic that I think everybody's going to care about. If you're in the market for a new GPU, it's actually quite interesting.
I don't want them new.
Yeah.
So Newegg is having a fantastic sale right now where they have 10% off of these prices that you see right here, including the ones that already have a rebate. So this RX 560, $122. Nay, take $12 off of that, $110. This 1070 Ti hybrid model, $500. Nay, that's $450 for a hybrid model. Then you also get to have the rebate card. So that's an additional $20 off. You're paying $430 for a 1070 Ti that's a hybrid. It's quite dang good. They also have 1050s, 1070s. It's not just EVGA. There's also MSI, there's ASUS, there's RX cards, there's GTX cards. It looks like the highest they go up to is a 570. Looks like 570 is the highest that they have, as well as a 1070 Ti. So that's a decent sale.
I'm pretty
Like
sure.
there's enough models here with 10% off. Oh, there's a 1080. There's a PNY
Hello.
1080 right there. More bits.
More
bits. Ow! We're sook. We're suck. Our RUS suck. Thank you. So this is pretty good. In case you guys want to buy this, I'll put the links in both of the chats for you, so that we can do that. Where is the pricing thing?
Ulti says you're paying $450 and then another $200 to ship it to South Africa.
Oh, this isn't for South Africa. Nobody cares about South Africa.
It would be nice.
Yeah,
What?
if they ship to South Africa.
Nay. Nobody cares.
I care.
I am you.
I care a little bit. A tiny little bit.
Yeah, but still. The problem we have is there's no good EVGA distributor in the country.
Correct.
Like, the people who handle EVGA have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, which is why it would be nice if we could ship them here.
No, or we could just get a competent distributor. That would be nice.
It would be.
That would
I
be
feel
the more
there's a
preference.
higher chance that we just get them shipped ourselves.
Yes, but then you're still paying the shipping, you're paying VAT, you're paying the markup. Like, it's more complicated, and then you have to deal with the global warranties.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks.
That's my only issue.
Global warranties suck. Can't you talk Wootware into doing it? I mean, I can't have Wootware steal another
That's a bit
company, because, like,
No.
EVGA is already distributed by somebody, but that company is just incompetent. I don't know. I'd like Palette. I like
The same.
Galax. They're good brands. Zotac as well.
I like them because they're not priced out of my price range.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they're good prices for what they are, and then they're not hideous. Some of
Except
them
for
are.
the new one.
Yeah, the
New
new
ones
ones
are
are.
pretty
20 series sucks. I wanted to buy a $500 racing wheel from Amazon. They hit me $350 shipping costs. That sucks.
Oh.
That sucks.
Ouch.
Good job on backing out, though.
Yeah, well done. Good job having self-control.
No, thank you.
Judge my bits!
Don't don't do that. That was it. Sorry, man. Don't attack me with your other employees. Please hide that hair.
Oh no, that's not cool.
It
All right.
hurts.
So there's a 10% off discount. Then let's look at, we got two more bits of hot news that we're going to talk about.
Oh
Hot
yeah.
news bits?
Two more hot news bits. One of them I'm just
Bits.
forcing in there because I wanted to talk about them anyways. But before we get into that, don't forget to submit your Ryzen PCs over on Twitter, #UFDRigs, so that we can judge them, that we can look at them. We can say whether or not you've done things correctly or you've done things incorrectly. But then you guys get to vote on who
Seen that.
wins UFD rigs. You're just giggling instead of answering. That just proves the point of the question. So, my friends, if you want to submit to UFD rigs, go ahead and take pictures, list your specs. Oof, we got a custom water cooled one right here. We're gonna be selecting
Yes.
the best ones that were submitted today. Is that a custom water cooled GPU, but he kept the black backplate? Yeah.
That's
good.
cool. That's
Love.
actually
Oh
nice.
yeah. Okay, so this is the best Ryzen PC you'll ever see in your entire life. True to life, 1-to-1 scale.
Oh,
Recreated.
wow.
There we go. And then we got an ad right there. We got ooh, pretty.
Dang, boy.
I wish, Brett, that you had given us a more overall shot because these are great. I just want more like
Is his name
pulled
Brett?
back. Yeah, with one T. So he's
is he gonna
inferior.
win automatically?
No, he's inferior.
Okay. So
He
he's
has one
gonna
T.
lose
Yes.
no matter what.
No, I can't let him win.
Okay,
we
good.
can't let Brett's with one T
Good,
ever
good, good.
have any sort of relevance in this universe
Brett's
or
win
the
too
next.
much. We need to keep them in check somehow.
No, Brett's with one T's never win. That's the whole point. That's why they were created
That is true.
to be the inferior species.
Yeah. Created where?
In a lab, Brett factories.
Do the Bretts with 2 T's make the Bretts with 1 T?
No, we actually had no plan in it. It's because of the Reeses. The Reeses were jealous of the Bretts,
Yeah.
and so they made a factory to try to make Bretts,
Okay.
but they couldn't. So they have one T, and therefore they are not. I mean, I wouldn't say they're not human. I would just say that they resemble horses more than people. Shut up, Reese.
So, because
All right.
there's a word for man horses.
Man horses, Bojack.
Yes. Wow. Moving on.
What about Daryl's with one R?
That's just wrong.
No. So the issue isn't with people who have different spellings. It's legitimately only Brett's with one T.
Yeah.
Like Daryl, 1 or 2 R's, don't mind. I don't think it actually, like, as far as I know, the backstory behind that is just like your parents spelled it differently. Like your parents are different. But when it comes to Brett's, it's like an actual, like, they don't deserve to, I wouldn't say exist, but maybe they should breathe into.
I feel like
Breathance.
I feel like we might have 1 or 2 viewers who are named Brett, and they feel really bad right now.
They're not real people.
As well
they
they
don't feel
should.
emotion.
That's mean. Still. Check.
Mean? What?
It's the same for tanks.
I don't know
He's
what we're
an
talking about
inanimate
anymore.
object.
Yeah, you lost track a long time ago.
Yeah, I stopped paying attention. All I know is Brett.
I saw it in your face. You was like,
Brett's with one T. No, don't need the hot news. Hot news. Hot news. Okay, so we have Zotac 2070 3D Mark benchmark results leak. They're quite low, actually. It's kind of bad. So we have the 2080 Ti right here doing about 10.8. We have the 2080 doing 9.2, and then the 2070 doing 8.1, which is actually kind of low because in TimeSpy, I'm pretty sure we've been able to hit 11 on our 1080 Ti. Like we've hit 11 on our 1080 Ti.
Yeah.
So these are bad numbers.
what's the test?
TimeSpy
Just the regular one.
with an 8700K.
Oh yeah, 11. Easy.
Yeah, 11 easy on a 1080 Ti
Yeah.
aftermarket.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of bad. So I don't know if I believe this, especially since it came out. Oh, it's October 11th. That's not too bad. But at 1950 megahertz, that's highly disappointing. I would say that that's less than a 1080.
You think?
Yeah, I think that's less than an aftermarket 1080.
Should we check?
Yeah. We probably can. Yeah, we could probably do that for a video.
We can just check the scores of 1080s
Sorry?
on the website. We can just check the scores.
Oh, yeah. How do I do that? Where is it? TimeSpy 3D Mark results. Hall of Fame. I don't really want the Hall of Fame. I just want average scores. Oh my gosh. How do I find like just normal people's scores?
Ooh.
Results.
Somewhere around there.
I'm just checking forum posts.
GTX 1080.
No.
I mean, a 1080, 3 times SLI. Hot dang. What the crap am I looking at? How do I just get a normal 10? Oh, wow, okay. So a 1082 SLI gets, oh, that's extreme. This is TimeSpy Extreme. Gosh dang, I was like, how are these scores so low?
It's confusion.
How does this even work,
here we
man?
8340
8340.
with one NVIDIA 1080 and one 8700K.
Stop giving me TimeSpy Extreme.
This is time time. Regular.
Why does it keep giving me extreme?
Boy, I'll drop you the link.
This is not Harold and Kumar.
Qmar.
Q-bar.
Cubano?
Yeah, you can hit 10,000 points with a 1080.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
but the top score did.
What's the CPU?
7920X, so a 12 core, 24 thread.
So it doesn't count.
It kind of counts.
Doesn't count.
It counts.
Nope. Sort of counts.
I count as a winner.
Debatable. What is happening?
Okay, 8700K, 9,991. This is the top score.
How much?
9,991.
Oh, okay.
That's insane.
Yeah. Good typing.
Hmm?
Oh.
There's that. Okay, well that's cool. Now let's move on to this. So the 2070, highly disappointing, I think we can say. If that's a 2070 score,
Yeah.
that's disappointing.
Agreed.
That's sad. That makes me want to cry in the bed. Sad. Okay. And that's an aftermarket one as well. So that's from Zotac.
Yeah.
Supposedly, is the idea. Zotac generic VGA.
Allegedly.
So if that's aftermarket,
Yeah.
that's worse than a 1080.
Yeah. It is.
That's bad.
Which is super bad.
That's like 1070 Ti level performance.
Yeah.
That
That makes.
And like the 2070 with its ray tracing stuff shouldn't even exist. Like the ray tracing stuff shouldn't happen there.
If the 2070 is gonna happen at the price I think it will, why wouldn't you just get a 1080 Ti?
Exactly.
It's already
Yeah.
so appealing to get a 1080 Ti
Yeah,
rather than the 1080.
right. I think that's the whole point. NVIDIA wants you to get a 1080 Ti.
But the thing is, you're buying used. They get none of that money.
No, you can buy a new 1080 Ti for
But you
$600. For $600, a new 1080 Ti, or you get a 2070. Which one do you choose?
1080 Ti.
You going?
Yeah,
Give me
I'll,
agua.
I'll get you some.
Thank you.
agua.
Getting some water.
Okay, next is the part that I actually wanted to watch. I don't care if you guys don't. My turn.
My turn.
We're watching the Aladdin trailer.
Why?
Live action.
Why?
Yes.
It's gonna be good.
I don't care, I'm watching it.
Sure, it'll be good. Yeah, it's boring.
Shush. It's slow to start, quick to finish.
Have you already watched it?
No. From Disney.
For future-proof, 2070 is better.
For what? You're never gonna use it.
Especially if the refresh is coming the next year.
Yep. Arabian Nights.
Jeez, you're missing out, boy. Ooh, that's cool. This was ray tracing on.
Yes, this is a ray trace trailer. Which it actually is.
It actually is.
It actually is. That's not a joke.
They do actually render these things.
That's ray trace right there too.
You think? That's definitely.
Just in time for the trailer to end.
Yeah, yo.
Was that it?
That was it. It's a teaser trailer.
That was it?
It's a teaser trailer.
Boy,
May 24th. You only have to wait like 6 to 7 months. It's cool.
I didn't even watch trailers.
My friends, don't forget to submit to UFD rigs. Show off your PC with Ryzen specs like this one right here with the 1600. We got this one right here that's totally disqualified. Tony, what are you
Boy.
doing, man?
Boy.
What
Tony,
do you
8700K is not Ryzen.
Boy,
It's not even close.
bah.
Bell of shame. Bah!
We need to get a belt.
We do.
You should get a sound clip for that.
Yes, we should. All right, so this doesn't count. Tony, what are you doing? Then we also have this one for Curbs. This one totally counts. Also, this one right here from Jimmy counts. This one from TVF also counts. This one from Sonomuse counts. This one from Brett barely counts by the skin of his teeth.
What does counts mean?
1, 2, 3.
Is that
Is that not the count?
What? I only just got what you meant.
Guy Ritchie, though, as director, Sherlock Holmes was decent, but King Arthur wasn't.
King Arthur was not good.
It was okay enough to watch on a plane flight when I had nothing else to do,
Yeah.
but it was not a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Guy Ritchie, he's 1 for 2 out of series that I've watched by him.
Sure. I don't think I've enjoyed either. That's just me, man.
You didn't like Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr.?
No.
Really?
I hated it.
Really?
Because I watched Sherlock with the Cumberbuns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Cumberbuns ruined RDJ for you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
bummer.
can't watch anything else. Like,
It's different. It's different.
I kind of liked it,
Okay.
but it was so insignificant compared to the actual one.
Okay, fair.
I couldn't like it after that.
Okay. I hear you.
Like, even the movies were fun.
Yeah.
They were more like Shanghai Nights kind of thing to me.
Yeah.
So it wasn't Sherlock,
Okay.
but the American Sherlock was just like, it just doesn't taste right.
Yeah, I get you. It's not American.
There was an American one.
That's Elementary, and that's a TV show, and that sucks.
Yeah, that's a
With Lucy Liu.
Yeah,
that's,
that one
that's a
sucked as
bad show.
uh-huh.
Yeah. No, that's not good.
Project Jingle looking bad.
Project Jingle. TL. What's going on? Yeah, you gotta put hashtag UFD rigs in your Twitter post, or else we don't see it, or we purposely ignore you because you didn't follow the rules. And if you can't follow the rules, why would you try to win something that has rules? Huh? Why are you trying?
Did Reese die?
Reese did die.
Hey!
Reese, can you go check and see if there's a delivery?
Ooh.
There may or may not be a delivery. Watch the Squadron 42 trailer. Hard pass. Thank you, though.
Sounds like a game.
It is a game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the one with all the celebrities.
What?
Yeah, like they got a butt ton of celebrities in the. It's like, okay, sure, good job.
You have told me nothing.
Yeah, no, that's the whole point.
Okay.
That it's not even worth talking about. It's like a game that's trying to make you think that it's really good based
Okay.
on like its star power. Which the last game that did that I can remember is like Command and Conquer.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, like they had a whole bunch
The
of
celeb cameos, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yep.
that one girl from House. You remember what's her name? Jennifer something
No.
or another? Morrison?
No,
Okay.
pure lies, Brett.
Pure lies.
I
Who's
played
lying?
it and it's damn amazing. I'm assuming he's talking about Command and Conquer.
No, I think he's talking about the Squadron 42 thing.
Mm.
Demos are great. Demos are really cool. But they are not the full game. So as soon as that happens, you tell me what's going good.
Did you just define demo?
I
The word
did.
demo?
I did define a demo.
Good job.
Thank you.
We should really start putting words with these rigs.
Words with the words?
Yeah. So we can actually know whose rig is whose.
Yeah, but you should also do this yourself then. If you want extra stuff in it, do it yourself, not me.
I feel like this is something Reese should be doing.
I feel like Reese also, yeah, that would not be a bad idea. I agree.
I'm glad to have helped.
High on the yes list then.
Can you guys tell us what woodware is?
Woodware.
Wow.
Oh my goodness gracious. We
Yes.
have an ad spot.
I have no idea what woodware is.
You
I'm
have
excited
no-
to learn.
You have no. I can't even believe that's the truth, considering the fact that you're using one of their laptops.
No, no.
You used to.
This is the
Before
perfect time
today's
to say
stream.
that.
Before today's stream, you were using the Wootware laptops, my
I don't know what
friends.
you're talking about. I use a MacBook.
If you haven't heard of Wootware, that's because either you don't live in South Africa or you're living under a rock. Either way, those are really good. Wootware, my friends, is South Africa's, I would like to say, premier
See it.
computer retailer. That's fine. They don't need to see it, but they can now. Just give me a second. Where is it? What's the thing I gotta get rid of? Dang it! Where is it? No, that's not right. Dang. Okay. Oh, Wootware. Check that out. Okay. That took way too long. That took way too long. Anyways, we've been streaming with these Wootware Woot books for what's been ages now. Ever since we've been streaming. We did some videos at Computex with these things. That was the original purpose behind getting them. And then we just kind of never gave them back. So now we're sitting here in October, mid-October, when we originally got them at the end of May.
Yes.
And they have changed our workflow. They have changed everything that we have ever wanted to do when it comes to working as a team together.
That they did.
My friends, because Wootware has supplied us with some of the dopest gaming notebooks on the freaking market. It was a delivery.
Holy poopy face.
It's Tendai's chair.
Okay.
So, in case you're wondering, Wootware has these laptops going for phenomenal prices.
Oh yeah.
In case you want to know, they got these i7 8750H. They also have this i5 8300H. In case you want something a little lower end, but still gaming, because that has a 1050 Ti graphics card in there, going for only 11,800 Rand. Now, after that, you still have to add RAM, and you still have to add an SSD, but you're still only looking at 13,600 bucks.
That's crazy.
For a gaming laptop. Now, this one only has like normal white LEDs on the keyboard, and it doesn't have a 120 hertz screen. But if you want that, you should just go for the 1060 version. 144 hertz panel.
Ooh.
My goodness gracious, you add everything together, bippity boppity. You're looking at 20,000 Rand for a 1060, but with a 144 hertz panel.
Dang.
That's a full-on gaming system right there. That's a full-on gaming laptop right there, and that is what we have been using for the UFD team streams. So if you're interested in looking at the UFD or the Wootware Woot books, endorsed by UFD himself, ourselves, us, endorsed by us. Yes, they are Clevo, high quality, high quality, mind you. Clevo is one of the top OEM laptop manufacturers in the entire world. No shame in that. They are fantastic. You guys can check the link that we're dropping in the chat right now in case you want. There you go. Clevo is high quality. I don't know what you're talking about.
What you talking about?
Like, these things have been rock solid. Freaking good. You guys are kidding. It's a great
We've
deal.
We
gotten
haven't broken them yet. They're high quality.
Yeah, no, essentially, like, I've been using this for 5 months. The last laptop I had did not work.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, I'm not going to hear him, so it's okay.
Please carry the stream. Do everything.
All right, no, it's good.
Have a
I'm still
monologue.
like sleep deprived from all the flying and stuff. So
You flew during the
Literally
day.
half an hour flight.
yeah, but like I had like 4 hours of sleep.
I'm so tired from this half-hour flight, guys.
Ooh.
Oh.
Smoke G wants to know if you're single. What is that?
That's his left ring finger.
That means nothing.
That means something to me.
That means nothing.
That means something to me.
Rings are only to bind us into slavery.
Let's draw a ring on there.
Okay, Tank's having personal issues in his relationships.
Apologies.
You might wanna have a chat with her about that, because a good marriage doesn't feel like slavery.
Which is why I wasn't on Black Ops as much this weekend.
Because you were slaved.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my.
No,
Marriage is not like slavery, Tank. I just want you to know that.
I'm glad to know that.
Okay. Let's we got UFD rigs. I don't know, my friends. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Because guess what?
Ready.
I'm gonna say
My
one thing.
jumpsuit
My jumpsuit is unsteady. That's not what I was gonna say. What I am gonna say is that in case you haven't submitted your Ryzen PC for today's UFD rigs, that's okay. You didn't make it into today's episode, but we got one tomorrow. We got one on Wednesday. We got one on Thursday, and we also have one on Friday. So if you want to be taking part in UFD rigs any other day of the week, be sure to submit right after this. Okay? So we're ready to dive right into it.
Dive.
Okay, so first up, we have this one from Deadly Spider. Ryzen 3 1200.
Okay.
Okay, so that's good. MSI B350M Gaming Pro. And MSI GTX 1060 Gaming X 3 gig. Okay. One 8 gigabyte stick of RAM, but he only has 2 slots, so it's a future-proof idea.
Fair.
All right.
Okay,
He has a
okay.
Cooler Master Masterbox Lite RGB, a Thermaltake 530 watt SE power supply, a Thermaltake Spin Q VT modded.
What's up, the Lord?
What's up, Lord? How's it going? Look at this. Look at that. I like that. I don't care if you think it's ugly. I don't care if you don't enjoy it. That is a cool mod to me.
I like
I
it
kinda
because
like
it's
it.
so unique.
It kind of looks like a,
It looks a little jank, but cool jank.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool drink.
Cool jank?
Cool drink. That's a bottle of Fanta right there. I think this is a solid build overall. Obviously, the biggest disappointments would be that one stick of RAM with him running Ryzen. But
Yeah.
he's also, I mean, would he be CPU bound with the 1063 gig? Probably not
no.
really.
No.
Not really.
Nah.
So I don't think it's a massive issue. I'm glad he has a 1063 gig because that kind of fits well with the fact that he has a Ryzen 3.
Yeah.
And I'm a personal fan of that cooler. That looks like an arc reactor inside his
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
PC.
Like,
Like it's like Iron Man jank, like Iron Man 1,
Yeah.
not Iron
Where
Man 2
he
where they
makes
got
it-
really cool.
yeah.
Fancy,
Yeah. Like this is the beginning of Iron Man.
Like, I was against the build when I thought that was a 6 gig card. I was like, it doesn't really match up that well. But
Yeah.
the 3 gig matches perfectly with that Ryzen chip.
It looks
Fair.
like there's a clearance issue on the first DIMM. No, not from what I can tell. It looks fine to me. Like you should be able to install it. You would have to take off the cooler, but you should be
Yeah.
able to install it.
Yeah.
That should be fine.
It's a very unique looking cooler. I really
Yeah.
like that.
I'm a fan of this one. All right, so that's Ryzen 3 1200 GTX 1063 gig. Blah 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 blah. blah. Move on to Helgard. He's got a Ryzen 5 2600, an MSI X470 Gaming Pro, his Corsair Vengeance LED 16 gig 3000 megahertz, and a GTX 1050 Ti. So he spent a lot more on the processor than he did
Yeah.
on the graphics card. And then he has a bunch of SSDs and a NZXT S340 Elite.
This is
This is a weird system. This is a weird system.
But
I'm
prop
slightly
looks right.
disappointed with that 1050 Ti.
Yeah, same.
Like with that
Yeah.
2600, unless
Yeah.
he's using it for something that like streaming maybe, but
Or even if it's a stepping
a
stone.
1063
feels like
gig
a
should
placeholder.
make more
Yeah,
sense there.
like,
Especially since he has RGB or it's not RGB. It's LED RAM. He bought 16 gigs of LED
Yeah.
RAM to improve his gaming performance. He has 2 sticks.
Yeah.
But 1050 Ti,
You're kind of capping out there.
Yeah.
it hurts.
Like, it's fine for 1080p. And maybe once he gets a better card.
Like you could go up to a 1070 Ti 1080 no problem on that CPU. That's
Yeah.
what it's kind of matched for
Yeah.
in my mind. Like I'm not really. It's all right.
That's
to be
what.
fair, I upgraded my CPU after upgrading my GPU. And, like, you can kind of use it as a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Like,
I get it.
feels like a stepping stone.
Yeah. It feels like he's in the midway point of an upgrade.
Yeah.
Like maybe he's waiting on the 2060 or 2050 before he.
Sure.
Pulls the trigger.
Even if he's not, like, maybe he does use applications that need the multi-threading more than it does the
Yeah.
GPU.
Fair.
Sure.
But that's, like, giving way too much benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, we're giving it a lot benefit of the doubt, but look at the quality of the system. It's clean. That's routed very nicely. He has custom sleeved cables. Again, that
yeah.
creates a concern with how much money he spent on other things
Yeah.
than
Fair,
the
yeah.
graphics card. It looks like he has the Fantex Halos.
It looks like the halos with the lights around.
Those
like
that is the
Ooh.
Fantex Halo. He spent
Oh,
quite a
yeah.
bit of money on everything in the system besides that graphics card.
Unless he's saving for the 20 series.
Yeah, unless he's saving for the 20 series, this is not a justified build in my
Yeah.
mind. There's so many
Yeah.
extra components here that make it really nice, but that like if he had a 1066 gig, I wouldn't be saying any of this. But that 1050 Ti, it's
Just a
little,
bit of a
It's
mix.
questionable. It's
Yeah.
questionable.
yeah. With that 2600, that's basically
Yeah.
I feel like it only makes sense as a stepping stone card
Mm-hmm.
to something greater.
yeah. All right, and then we have the last build right here. So let me pull up the specs. Ryzen 2700X on an MSI Gaming M7.
Nice board.
I don't know which is it X370 or X470. I would guess 370. I don't know. Then we has a Duke 1070 Ti, Corsair
Okay.
Vengeance RGB Pro, 32 gigs. You can see those. Then he has a bunch of LL 120s on an H115i, and he has 2 ML 140s. He has a Corsair 275R with 3 LL 120s RGB extension, and then this crap doesn't matter because that's his setup, not his rig. So
When-
this is what?
When
Go ahead.
did he upload this?
9 hours ago.
I feel like one of the picks I've seen before. I think you might have submitted long ago.
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't
think
remember
I've
this
seen
Diva
before.
rig.
Yeah, I don't
so-
remember this at all.
Okay.
So this is
My bad.
decent. 2700X, 1070 Ti, fully solid.
I can't say anything about this.
Cables are routed really well. You
Yeah.
have these down here at the bottom that are going to these audio stuff right there. That's routed really well.
Diva sticker, I think.
Is that a Diva sticker? Yeah, that is a
Yeah.
Diva
Looks like
sticker.
Mac.
I'm not a fan of that.
I like that.
I'm a Diva fan, so
It fits with the rest of his setup.
I
like
don't
it.
care about the setup. The setup's not of
Yeah,
concern.
like-
This is UFD
the PC.
rigs.
Like it looks like it fits there.
I disagree, especially with the fact that like the ears are like running over the side of
That's some
the
character
shroud.
though.
Nah.
I kind of like it, just a little bit.
if I
Nah.
didn't know the context of the rig,
Yeah. Okay. Fair
then
enough.
it would have
Yeah.
actually detracted
Yeah, like
for me.
I'm not sold on the Diva thing.
I just have a.
I don't
a
like
soft-
stickers
No,
in
like-
PCs. It puts me off.
I
don't
agree.
like obnoxious stickers.
That's fair. It's
I'm
not
okay-
obnoxious. It's kind of
I'm
obnoxious.
okay with creative
It's-
stickers.
It's on the borderline
It's
of being
borderline.
too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm okay with this. I think this is probably the best system we have as three.
Specs wise, yeah.
I
just
like.
like
I
that
really like this
brand.
one for being a very balanced system, as well as the janky Iron Man cooler. This one is super clean. Specs match up. 1070 Ti
10
with
RAM.
2700X. Plus what?
10 points to Gryffindor for that, right?
Yeah, that RAM is just insanely good. He spent a lot of money on
Yeah.
lighting, and if he had spent that money, he could have a 1080 Ti.
Yeah.
He could have a
Fair,
1080 Ti for how
fair.
much he spent on RGB.
Very easily.
Very
But
easily.
He may have spent that on the system before getting the
Yeah,
card.
he could have had the 1070 Ti long before he actually upgraded to the.
Sure.
And then it's hard to sell, and then it's
Yeah,
complicated at that point. I think we can give him more of that benefit of the doubt than we can
Sure.
this system. That
Yeah.
1050 Ti with the 2600, 16 gigs of RAM, custom sleeve cables, Halo fan. It's a little like.
Questionable. Very
yeah,
questionable.
I
Yeah.
have to agree.
So I'm okay with the systems. We got 3 solid entries for today UFD rigs. 3 solid entries. So it's going to be on you guys to decide who wins UFD rigs of the day. Number 1 is Deadly Spider with his Ryzen 3 1200 and MSI GTX 1060 Gaming X 3 gig on an MSI B350M Gaming Pro motherboard. 1 8 gig stick of HyperX Fury with the Thermaltake SpinQ VT modded cooler right there, as you can see. Number 2 is the Ryzen 5 2600 on an MSI X470 Gaming Pro with 16 gigs of Corsair LED RAM with the 1050 Ti, and that's all in an NZXT S340 Elite. And then number 3 is the one with the 2700X, a 1070 Ti, Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro RAM, and a whole lot of lights. So, now you guys get to vote. It is your choice. This is the community-driven rig contest. Who do you think wins UFD rigs of the day? Vote.
I'm not sure who I'm going to vote for.
Is it still possible to join? Not today. You can, if you submit your Ryzen PC, it will be considered for tomorrow through Friday, but it won't be considered for today.
Yeah. Today's submissions are in.
Yes, already done. You can't get in for today, but it's not too late to submit because we do the same theme all week. So if you want to submit for this week's theme, which is Ryzen-based PCs, hashtag UFD rigs, submit it pics and specs over on Twitter.
You voted one for the cooler, didn't you?
I did.
Fair.
I like
feel
the
like
effort there.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It makes me happy.
Mm.
In myself.
I'm so torn.
I just feel like if that was a friend's PC, I'd be like, that is so dope, dude. But like, I wouldn't have that as my PC.
I'm with you on that. Like I think it's super cool,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't go down that route myself. Like
Yeah,
personally.
It just doesn't fit what I want from the aesthetics of a PC.
It's
I can
for me.
I can respect it and I like it, but I don't like it for me.
Yeah. Like I would never think to go and do that.
Mm.
Stop swaying my vote with your ways.
You weren't gonna go for one.
Yeah.
I know you.
Yeah.
I don't think that's clean
I think
enough for
it's.
I feel like that's the first time you ever agreed on anything.
Probably.
No, I really like the cooler number one. I like a few things about number two.
Yeah,
but that
no, like
1050 Ti,
that was a little bit of a deal breaker for me. It's just the
like if it
the
is
mismatch.
if it is a stepping stone, please submit again when you get a better graphics
Yeah.
card.
Yes, please.
My friends, don't forget that you vote only counts if you're on Twitch. It does not count on YouTube. You can vote on YouTube, but it doesn't count. The cooler in N1 number one doesn't fit the rest of the system.
I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree as well. I think it's supposed to stand out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it
it's
is
supposed
the
to.
feature there.
Yeah. That's my opinion. I also think number one has the most balanced specs out of everything. Number two is the most imbalanced. Number three is fine as far as the listed specs are concerned.
Yeah.
But the amount of money spent on RGB is huge.
Yes.
Like if he had a 1080 Ti, then I won't complain. Like you bought the best graphics card that you
Yeah.
could, and then you spent hundreds of dollars on RGB. But he spent hundreds of dollars on RGB
Yeah. All
and has a
120s.
1070 Ti.
I kind of like the look of the Duke from the side like that.
I don't like the lighting choice that he's currently got going on there. It makes it look slightly worse, in my opinion.
For which one?
Number 3.
Okay.
But that's literally just the LED that he can change the color on.
Right,
So
he can change
I
it to
wouldn't-
whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And if he wants it to have it a weird color, he has it as a weird color. That's his thing.
But yeah, my vote's locked in. I know who I like.
I know who I like, I know who I am.
Just my vote and it counts.
There's nothing wrong with not caring about RGB.
Yeah.
And
It's
there's
just personal preference.
yeah, I kind of feel like
Like there are systems that have no RGB that look amazing.
Yeah.
And there are systems that have RGB that look amazing.
it all all of it requires effort.
Yeah. Like sure, it takes more effort to mod a cooler than it does to slap an RGB strip into your case.
But it's
But you
no-
don't have to like the aesthetics of it, just
Yeah.
because it took effort to do.
And number three clearly took effort. He had to
Yeah.
route
Yeah.
those cables properly. He had to make sure that the extra cables that come with RGB,
It's insane.
it's a lot more. And the fact that he was able to route them well
Mm.
is a testament to the fact that he's not a noob when it comes to
Yeah.
or maybe he is, but he didn't screw it up.
Mm.
No, it's well done. I kind of have to agree. Sonomuse, as long as it doesn't have RGB rainbow puke everywhere.
If it's done well, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, no, there's very few exceptions for me. I'll prefer a dedicated color scheme to rainbow. 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, I kind of get that.
For me, it's the more intentional.
I really like the fading color kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
I've
if you
got going on in my rig. It's like the colors keep changing, but it's not like rainbow. It just feels like someone's shining different colors of light onto my system.
more
'Cause
like
I don't-
a gradient effect where it just
Yeah.
kind of slopes from. I can get behind that.
Like I feel RGB puke can be done well.
Agreed.
It's just usually not.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, this mouse feels so good.
The clicks are amazing. I want to spend more time with it, but I also don't. Because I already feel bad enough about my own mouse.
That's fair. What I do appreciate about RGB is that with some you cannot have the rainbow flash them all the time, and you can have 2 color schemes on a certain day or change it as you feel. Yeah, I mean that's what RGB is. It's
Yeah.
a customization tool. It's not supposed to be the rainbow unicorn vomit. It's supposed to be unlimited customization based on how you want your system to look. But that also requires that you have neutral colors in your system as well
Yes.
Very
that
true.
will reflect it properly and not clash.
Yeah.
That's
Because
why.
as soon as you throw in a gaming X GPU, you're kind of just like,
You're
oh,
stuck.
I like limiting myself.
I do have to say though, the shroud on the Gaming X,
Yeah.
it takes very easily to other colors. Like I had my RGB strip at the bottom once,
Yeah.
and it does change from red to whatever color the strip is.
Yeah. Okay.
Not as well as a dollar card might, but it's alright.
Yeah, that's why I've been very picky about what parts I'm choosing for my.
I'm really looking for something like an exotic white that is an eggshell,
Okay. Yeah.
just because I think that will look good, like no matter what color I.
So you kind of need a Hall of Fame card.
Yeah.
This is what I'm hearing.
I feel like we've all got like our distinct styles and what we like in rigs,
Yeah.
and I think that's the coolest part about it.
Mhm. Yeah,
Who
that's
has
what I
a
like
distinct
about.
style?
Yeah.
Who does?
What?
No, like
We do.
we like different
We
things.
do
and
what?
different-
We like different things.
Who?
All three of us.
What do I like?
Things that we don't like.
Like what?
Man love.
It's guy love, don't compromise the feeling of some other guy holding up your heart into the sky.
I'm out.
It's guy love between two guys.
You
And
really
when I
like-
say I love you, Turk.
Not reciprocating that.
Well, I'm going to submit later today. Totally fine, because we have more UFD rigs coming up later in the week. That
I'm
was
keen.
beautiful. You're right, it was. Did you step on glass?
No. Cables on.
I was worried for a second.
Yeah, I was just like, dang it.
Workman's comp.
I think you need to wear shoes. I'm actually gonna
I have
record.
wear shoes.
Wear shoes, please, to walk around the office.
These are shoes.
Okay, I'm verbally telling you, you have to wear shoes in
They're
this
material
office.
shoes.
And whether or not you uphold that is your decision. I'm giving you the command
Oh, okay.
that you have to wear shoes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And if you step on a piece of glass
I'm going
like that
to wear nothing.
big one there,
Ever.
I will have to not agree with that.
Okay.
I have documented evidence that I've told you to wear shoes.
Good. He has told me to wear shoes.
So that you do not get cut from the glass on the floor.
What he said.
Yes.
I feel like this is gonna go down
I'm definitely
south.
going to butter up the judges though
feel
with
like
my
I'm really
submission.
dead
You
by the end.
literally cannot butter me up
With
his submission. Like anything that you think would normally butter a person up pisses me off.
woodwear.
That would butter me up.
UFD rig.
Send me
Like
the
just
test
putting the
rigs.
Wootware like card that they send in some of
Oh,
their
yeah.
packages, like they put that.
Just put it
it's
there.
just like, okay, you got me.
Just have like receipts from all the parts you bought at woodwear. Just place those everywhere.
I'm actually hoping.
I
we
think
do
the
see a
build needs to
submission
go with
like
the
that.
rest of the setup, keyboard, monitors, etc. No. This is UFD rigs, not UFD setups. This is not
Yes.
setup wars. This is UFD rigs.
We want to see the rigs part.
We want
of
to
it.
see the PCs. I don't care about your setup. Look at our setup. Our setup is cables everywhere. I don't care about setups. I care about PCs. That's me.
I care about people.
I can. Ooh. You swagged me. All right, 10 minutes is up. It looks like rig number 3 wins UFD Rigs of the Day edition Ryzen.
Very well
Congrats.
done.
I feel like it's well deserved.
Somewhat deserved.
I think-
Somewhat well deserved.
It didn't have us talking for an hour straight.
Yeah, I think the
True.
Diva is super disappointing. I don't think this is going to win Rig of the Week.
Rin.
I don't think it's going to win Rig of the Week, but I feel like it was good enough against the other competitors.
Fair.
Well done. Well done. Who won that? What was their name? Derp. JMIC. BHSK Gaming. Okay. Congrats.
This week's theme is Ryzen systems.
Yeah. So if you have any form of Ryzen, Gen 1, Gen 2, whatever,
We haven't
It
seen
counts.
any Threadrippers yet.
Yeah,
We
Threadrippers do count because Threadrippers are Ryzen.
yes.
They are Ryzen.
I'm interested to see some.
Because they're called AMD Ryzen Threadripper. So if you have a Threadripper system, totally fine. Especially since the 9900K is going to destroy
Correct.
the 1900X.
Correct.
Yes, there we go. So there's that. So yes, please submit your PCs if you want to be included in tomorrow through Friday's edition of UFD Rigs. Hashtag UFD Rigs over on Twitter. That way we can judge you heavily. And ooh, Ash submitting.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Ash. Oh, I see why he's a
Oh.
blue fanboy.
Oh yes.
Ash clean stuff. Is that a Corsair plant holder I see? I know I said that I don't care about setups, but... Ooh. All right, well, we'll talk about that maybe tomorrow. We'll see if Ash makes it.
I've always admired Ash's rig.
I've always married Ash, to be honest.
You've always married Ash?
I know I'm married to... My wife's name is not Ash. No.
Okay.
I don't want to get roasted again. Well, just...
Do better.
Yeah.
Be better.
Yes, exactly. Be the man...
Do more.
Be the change you want to see in the world.
Be the man that your mother thought you were.
That's...
I know that doesn't apply for you, Tank. I'm sorry.
Us.
Us, yes, our moms are dead.
Yes.
There it is.
Reese.
Reese, is your mom dead?
Appreciate them, man.
Have you seen the RX 590 leak? It's stupid to call it the RX 590. They're not going to call it the RX 590.
I doubt it.
It's
There's
gonna
no
be-
way to go.
It's going to be 6 Series or something new.
Yes.
It's not going to be 590.
I feel like it would be a dumb marketing move
It
to go
just sounds
590.
gross.
I custom cut it and stuck it on. A dedication from
Ayy.
Ash. Hey.
I was actually going to ask where I could get one, but now I'm sad.
Well, I'm sure if you send him one, he can customize it for you.
Yeah, just make it yourself, okay?
I just want to send G-Max my keyboard.
No, you buy a keyboard from him. The 60% keyboards. They're so
I wanna
nice.
It's
Okay, well, I think that's going to wrap up the UFD team stream for us today. Rickish should be back
Sounds good.
tomorrow. Be
Should.
sure to send your PCs over on Twitter, hashtag UFD rigs, if you have a Ryzen-based system and you want to show it off. Bad systems are also welcome, but just know you're going to get roasted.
Tis the point.
Tis the point.
Tis
If
the
you
point.
submit a bad rig, just know that we will lambaste you as if you were a pig on a Spitfire.
Bass lammed it.
if you submit a bad rig that is done well, cable managed, clean,
Then it's not a bad rig.
then it's not a bad rig.
No.
Doesn't matter the specs, basically.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's what I'm
Except
trying
for
to
the
get.
ones that have to fit in the theme.
No.
590 leaked on video cards.
That
You know
went
what
so
else
far
leaked
down.
on video cards? The RX or the GTX 1180. Let's just throw that out there.
I remember those days.
Eliminating isn't out yet. It's still coming.
I mean, we had so okay. Let's just go ahead and look at that for the hot news
Imagine
live.
that's what they call it next
Hot
year.
news.
Or the year.
Hot news. Yeah.
RX
Like-
590 series. We've seen this. We have literally seen this with the 1180. There are documented cases of the 1180. There are documented cases of a 2060, which isn't even made yet.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. Like, we have things showing. This is so easy to Photoshop. It
Yep.
doesn't even count. This is bad. 5,000 points isn't too bad,
It's
but
not
it's like in 580 though.
I have no idea what a 580 does.
It does about that.
I don't think I've ever benchmarked a 580.
Do you know how easy it would be to get rid of that 8 and make it a 9? Do you know how easy?
Photoshop.
Yeah.
It would take me like a couple
I
of
won't
minutes
trust
and be
this.
done.
Yeah, exactly.
I won't trust this forever until it's actually out. Like, 590 means nothing to me.
Yeah. And it just sounds wrong.
Yeah. No, it's fine. But it should have come out when the 580 series came out.
Exactly.
Oh, Summer Squid, bitch!
Some bits.
'Cause-
Ow.
Like, the issue I have with this is that the current Radeon cards are not the 500 series. They're the 500X series.
Yes.
So calling it the 590 misses the 590X.
Mm-hmm.
Because the 580 was released before the 580X. The 580X is actually the latest graphics card. To call something a 590 is actually going backwards a generation. Because
doesn't
they
make
did
sense.
refresh the
That makes
500
sense.
series already. So this wouldn't make
Refresh.
any sense. It's possible. I could be wrong, but it doesn't make any sense.
Like from a marketing standpoint, it just doesn't. It feels like you're
Yeah.
stuck in the past at that point.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll see you
Bye,
tomorrow.
everyone.
Goodbye.
Ah.
I agree.
Ah.
We're still alive.
Ah.
Just say it. Okay.
Ah.
Bah.
Ah.
Bah.
Ah.
Somebody